From waste to wipe, how toilet paper is made, a journey from recycled paper to bathroom essential. Every day, around 83 million rolls of toilet paper are consumed worldwide. That's a staggering number, considering that toilet paper is something many of us don't give a second thought to until it runs out. But behind every soft white sheet lies a fascinating story of recycling, innovation, and engineering. To uncover the journey from discarded paper to the neatly packaged rolls we use daily, we visited a high-tech paper factory. What we found was nothing short of remarkable, a blend of 19th-century invention, modern-day recycling, and cutting-edge machinery. Toilet paper was first developed in 1857 by Joseph Gaiety, an American entrepreneur who sold it under the brand name Therapeutic Paper. In its early days, it wasn't on a roll but came in pre-cut sheets, each imprinted with his name. A key innovation came in 1890 when the roll format was introduced. This revolutionized its usage, making it far more convenient and hygienic. Fast forward to today, and the average person uses about 100 rolls per year. That's more than 21 billion rolls globally, enough to wrap around the earth multiple times. With so much toilet paper being used, one may wonder, how do we avoid cutting down every tree on the planet? The answer lies in recycling. A large portion of toilet paper today is made using recycled office paper, newspapers, and magazines. But turning rough, used paper into soft, white, absorbent toilet paper isn't easy. It's the result of over 150 years of technological evolution. The paper factory, tons of waste paper arrive daily from schools, offices, and universities. But not all paper is created equal. Each sheet goes through a meticulous sorting process, where workers and machines separate high-quality fibers from contaminated or unsuitable materials. Only the brightest and cleanest papers, free from plastic coatings and heavy ink, make the cut. These are typically office paper and select magazine pages, which have strong fibers ideal for making soft toilet paper. Once sorted, the paper is compressed into large bales, making it easier to store and move around the factory. These bales of recycled paper are then fed into a huge industrial tank known as a pulpier. Think of it as a giant blender. It mixes water and paper at high speeds to break everything down into a fibrous soup called pulp. This process uses a large amount of water, as the paper needs to be fully soaked to allow the cellulose fibers, the basic building blocks of paper, to separate. Rotating blades spin rapidly for about 10 minutes, agitating the paper until it breaks down completely. The result is a watery mixture of fine fibers, perfect for forming new paper sheets. Pulp still contains impurities like plastic bits, staples, glue, and ink. First, the pulp is passed through screens that filter out large debris. These screens act like sieves, catching anything that's not a fiber. But the biggest contaminant is ink, especially from newspapers and printed pages. To remove it, the factory uses a process called flotation. In this step, air is injected into the pulp. Surfactants, soap-like chemicals, are added to make ink particles stick to the air bubbles. The ink-laden bubbles rise to the surface, forming a dirty foam. The foam is then skimmed off, leaving cleaner pulp behind. Even after de-inking, the pulp remains grayish due to a substance called lignin, commonly found in wood-based paper like newspapers. To whiten the pulp, it is pumped into a bleach tower, a large tank where it is treated with safe bleaching chemicals. The temperature and chemical levels are carefully controlled. In a few minutes, the pulp transforms from a dull gray to a bright white, ready to become toilet paper. To achieve the perfect balance of softness and strength, manufacturers mix in virgin wood fibers. Short fibers from hardwood trees make the paper soft and smooth. Long fibers from softwood trees provide durability and resistance to tearing. Next, the white pulp is spread onto a moving flat plate, then passed through a powerful dryer. The heat removes nearly all moisture, bonding the fibers together to form a paper sheet just 0.1 millimeters thick, thinner than a human hair. This newly formed paper is rolled into massive spools called parent rolls, each holding up to 75 kilometers of paper. Parent rolls are transferred to the conversion section of the factory. Here the paper is unwound and laid flat. perforated into sheets, typically 10 to 12 centimeters long, so they're easy to tear. Embossed to add texture and increase softness and absorbency. Meanwhile, wide sheets of cardboard are cut and glued diagonally into sturdy tubes. These are sliced into smaller 165 centimeters tubes and sent to the winding section. Here, 2 layers of paper are wrapped around the tube to create 2-ply toilet paper. This gives the roll both volume and softness. Once the roll reaches the desired size, an automatic blade cuts the paper. Glue seals the end to prevent unraveling. A circular saw then slices the long roll into 16 standard-sized rolls, each about 10 centimeters wide, the type we all use at home. Now comes the final step, packaging. Commercial rolls are often individually wrapped in paper. Household rolls are bundled in clear plastic packs, usually in sets of 4, 6, 12, or even 30 rolls. Within 15 hours, tons of waste paper are transformed into a product that millions use every single day. Toilet paper is a simple yet vital item. Behind every roll is a complex process of recycling, engineering, and environmental care. Thanks to innovations in waste management and sustainable production, what was once trash finds a new purpose, soft, strong, and ready to serve in homes around the world. So, next time you pull a sheet off the roll, remember the incredible journey it took to get there. Did you enjoy this deep dive into how toilet paper is made? Share this article with someone who might find it fascinating. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.